Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video we are going to discuss about Python type conversions and what are different types of conversions available in Python. So there are basically two types of type conversions available in Python, which is implicit type conversion and explicit type conversion. So implicit type conversion means Python automatically converts one data type to another when needed, but explicit data type conversion means that the programmer explicitly converts the data type using built-in functions in Python. So these are all different types of type conversions available. We'll look at each of them in the following video. So first we'll try to check what is implicit type conversion. So I'll just give an example. X equal to 1 and y equal to some float number which is 3.5 or something, and z equal to x plus 5, x plus 5. So you can see here x is an integer and y is a float, but when you add it together and assign it to z, if you call so, just print it and show you. So you can see Python automatically converted x to float and then added both x and y, which returned a float number, which is 4.5. So this is basically Python automatically converting integer to a float data type. So this is implicit type conversion. Now we'll see examples of explicit type conversions. So I'll just delete this. The first example we are looking at is how to convert an integer to float. So we can give a variable, say, named integer number, sorry, equal to some 42, and float number. I'll try to convert this integer number into a float number by using a pre-built type conversion function called as float, and here I will give integer number, and as you can, if I print it, you will see I've successfully converted 42 into 42.0, which is a float number. So this is integer to float conversion. Now I can do vice versa as well, float to integer as well. So I'll simply change 42.12 and I'll give int here, which is a pre-built function again. Don't worry about these names, or I'll just change the names to number 1, number 1. As you can see, this number is a float number, and I've converted the float number into integer by explicitly using int function and stored in num1, which is 42, which became 42, which truncates the remaining part after the dot. So this is float to integer conversion, and now we can see string to integer as well. So parsing a string representing an integer into an actual integer. So I will say string number as 123. Now I want to make this string number into an integer. So if I do this, you can see the output is 123. So it converted string to an integer. So what happens if you do SAD? It won't convert because this is not a string. You will get a value error because this cannot be converted into an integer. So it only converts the strings which are representing an integer into an actual integer. So that is how it works. And how to convert a string to float? It's easy. So it should be float number, which is string, and if you want to convert it, float, and run it, and you can see it converted string into float number. So you can see anything between the quotes is a string, and otherwise can be remaining. And now I'll show you how to convert an integer into a string. So I'll just remove this. 42 is an integer, and I want to convert into string. str is an inbuilt function for explicitly converting any number into a string. So I'll just do this. Control F. You can see it returned 42. You can't, from the output you can't see whether it is a string or a number or whatever it is, but it's actually a string. You can also convert float to a string as well. So in the same way, if you do 42.0 and if you run this one, this is a string again because we are using this one. And you can do boolean to integer conversion as well. So you can say, I'll just take an example of boolean value equal to, it can be true or false, boolean, and num1 is an integer. I'll convert into an integer. What do I need to convert? I want to convert the boolean value. So if I do this, if it's true it will return 1, and if it's false it returns 0. You can see it returned 1 because we know this is the boolean value is true, so it converted it into int. So I can do integer to boolean conversion as well, so I can do vice versa as well, but the inbuilt function we use is bool, which is bool. And I can also do list conversion, list to set. So let's see, just comment this. Let's see if we have a list items equal to 1 2 3 4, and I want to convert it into set. How do I do that? I just do use inbuilt function set and give list items, and I print that set item, it's actually items, save, and you can see the list is converted to set. You can do vice versa as well, and you can convert tuple to list as well. So you can see tuple will be like this with these brackets, and you can change that. You can say tuple here, tuple to set. You can simply do this tuple items. If I run it, you can see it's a set. And you can also convert tuple to list. Do list here, the function you use is list, and so list items, and you can see the output is list. So these are all type conversion explicit functions which you can use. There are different type conversion functions, as you can recap: float, int, bool, string, set, list, tuple, and different other as well. So thanks for watching and keep learning.